I want to show you how to import references into my favorite bibliographic reference manager, JabRef. This is a Java-based application that is available for Linux, Mac, and Windows. I'm running it on Linux here, so it might look a little bit different for you when you open it in your on your computer. I'm not really sure. Right now, the window is open, and you see there's nothing there. It's possible to start new databases and whatnot from scratch, but I find it much easier to import references um, a bunch at a time than to create them one at a time. So let's go to, I'm at JSTOR here, and I've done a little search for Fernando Sor, a guitarist, and come up with a few things that I've selected the ones that I want to export, and I'm going to click on Export Citation. And it will ask what format. Now, if we were exporting for EndNote, the web-based one that I did in another video, then we choose RIS. But JabRef uses the BibTex format. So we want to click on Text File, and you can see it opens up a new tab with a bunch of funny stuff in here. I'm going to just copy and paste it. I'm going to leave out the comments down at the bottom. Just copy and paste that much. Paste it into my text editor. You want to use a text editor, not a word processor here. So on Windows that would be Notepad, I think, and on a Mac it's Text Edit, are the ones that are installed by default. Here on Linux I'm just using gedit. Now, we can also get BibTex formatted entries from elsewhere. I'm going to go over here to a bunch of things that I've already saved on EndNote. Let's see, if I go under the Format tab and choose Export References, and I select all references in my library just for the heck of it. Export Style, choose BibTex, and then choose Save. And it downloads a list of things. I'm going to click on that and open it up. Select all, copy, and then I'm going to put it over here just at the bottom of the other ones. And I'm going to save it on the desktop. I'm just going to call it, actually I'll call it JabRef. JabRef demo. I'm going to call it .bib for BibTex. Click Save. Okay, so I've saved that file now. And so now I'm going to go back to JabRef and choose Open Database and go to the desktop and choose JabRef Demo. And there's a bunch of warnings here, but they're not really that important. And you can see, voila, all of my things are in there. I can go and edit the various fields, the optional fields. If there's an abstract, then let's see, this one will probably have an abstract. Or no, it doesn't. Where's one that might have one? I don't know. There's a bunch of different kinds of things. There are scores and articles and books and so forth. It'll tell you over here whether it's a book, miscellaneous article, book, and so forth. Tells you the authors, titles. You can edit all of this information, but normally you don't really have to. You can also create new entries in your database by, let's see, new entry. If you click new entry, you can choose what type to put in there. And then let's say I want to put in a new article. It'll ask you the author, then put in the title, the journal, year, and so forth. To me, this is only a last resort. I always try to import from some other database so that I don't have to do a whole lot of typing. Now, one of the cool things you can do is export your database in other formats. So I'm going to show you my favorite one. It's an HTML that is searchable. Going to its File and then Export. And let's go back on desktop again. I'm going to call this JabRef demo. And under here, I'm going to choose HTML table with abstract and BibTex. This is a really cool deal here. And click Save. And now I'm going to go to that file. It's the one called jabrefdemo.html. If I double click it, it'll open it up in a browser. Let's see. And there it is. This is what it looks like in the exported version when you open it in a browser. It's got the, look at here, here's one where you can read the abstract by clicking on it. You can see the BibTex source and so forth. Now, something just went crazy right there. Oh, there. Let me close this. What in the world happened to this thing? I don't know why it just did a, and put the whole thing here. Let me reset. Okay, I just refreshed it. Now, watch what happens if I start putting in, I'll type in my name here. Actually, let's do SOAR. And it'll collapse and only show you the ones that have the search term that you're doing. So anyway, that's one of the export things you can do with JabRef that I have not seen in any other program. Okay, so that's how you use JabRef a little bit. You can also use it like the online one that we saw to export to, say, rich text format to make your bibliography for your term papers and whatnot. But that's for you to explore and discover on your own. See ya.